breaking down the tide. Every wrong, every right. Got the insight, fire, and the Bama pride. When the Crimson's on the line, we alone for the ride. Bama voices on the call, we gon' break it all down. Roll it up. From the rumble in the trenches to the kings of the crown. Roll it up. Yeah, the tide runs deep and the show runs strong. Jack, Jeff, Trev, keep it rolling all season long. Every snap, every play, every headline drop. If it's Bama on the field, you know we never stop. Fast take, big stakes, tide talk all day. Alabama by CFB, we don't play. Christian spirit in the air, let the good times flow. Times flow. Roll it up. Only one place to be when you love it.
Good afternoon, Crimson Tide Nation, on this breaking news live stream from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Trevion Ware, as this stream is presented by FanDuel, where you can get top-notch predictions in the world of NFL football, the rest of college football, college basketball, men's and women's, all over, all right there on FanDuel. We thank them for the partnership with the Voice College Football Network as they bring magical predictions. But we will tell you, though, we go over our take on Cam Coleman committing to the Texas Longhorns, and we go over what's next for wide receiver. What's the plan, Scoob? Well, that's why we're all here, all right here on Alabama with the Voice College Football. How you doing today, good buddy?
Can I be honest, Jackson?
Precisely.
Man, I'm kind of bummed out, man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of Alabama fans around the country, looking up at their phones and checking social media today, seeing the news about Cam Coleman officially making his decision to take his talents to Austin, Texas to join Arch Manning and Texas Longhorns. It kind of hurts me to say that, but that's the reality for the Alabama Crimson Tide as we move forward into this offseason with the transfer portal closing on Friday. So, yeah, obviously I'm upset, but what's next? That's why we're here to discuss it now. So,
exactly. And we're just kind of figuring out who to go for on the portal, but also, I'll tell you this. We got some magic on the depth chart, of course. Coming into the 2026 season. And, before we go over all that, it did hurt losing Isaiah Horton to the portal. And, it was like, surely Alabama could get Coleman to Alabama. But apparently that was not in what was going to happen today, so to speak. It was not in the will.
Yeah, man, just wasn't in the plans. Like you said, Cam Coleman had officially touched down in Tuscaloosa on Friday after taking visits with numerous teams like Texas Tech and Texas Longhorns, among others. And obviously, I felt good about the Alabama Crimson Tide chances of getting a talented kid like Cam Coleman, just because he was an in-state kid, and the fact that just some of the ties that Alabama had on their coaching staff, and some of those ties I'm talking about. Coach Derek Nix, he was his offensive coordinator at Auburn for his first 2 seasons in the Plains, and Alabama had made him the new receivers coach. So that's why I kind of thought they had the inside track, but just didn't materialize that way. So now Alabama is looking elsewhere in their at the receiver position, trying to look for help any way they can get it. Of course, you said we got some roster depth on our roster, but Alabama only has 5 receivers, but still the same. It's still some depth there, but you still gotta prove it. Still a lot of unproven depth, but some of that depth we was talking about. We was talking about a kid like a Cedarian Morgan. Cedarian Morgan is the 5-star, the lone receiver that they signed in their 2020-26 recruiting class. I'm talking about the receiver from Benjamin Russell in Alabama. This kid is 6'5", had about 60 receptions, over 1,300 yards, over 10 touchdowns. I think it was 12. I don't have the numbers with me right now, but looks like he's gonna be playing early because with like I just said, Alabama only having 5 receivers. He did come in as an early enrollee, and he did practice with the Crimson Tide when they were getting ready for their Rose Bowl prep against Indiana a couple weeks back. But you know, I thought they were going to be able to get Coleman. Obviously, that's not what happened. And with them not having Isaiah Horton now, it's looking like Morgan's going to be his number's going to be called early. So,
Oh yeah. But the way I'm looking at it, maybe this can be like a blessing in disguise. Because it may not look like it, but it could be a blessing in disguise. Because like we've seen Texas just like kind of just overpay for everybody and it not work out for them. Like they come up short in the regular season. But I mean, we'll definitely wait and see what happens for the 2026 season because I mean we've got a long way to go till 2026 starts.
yeah, and like I said, with the transfer portal closing Friday, obviously Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan have to direct their attention to another player. And honestly, I'm trying to think about who that player is. For Alabama fans, I know they're expecting us to have all the answers. But we still trying to figure it out too. I'm trying to see. Of course, there are some other receivers on the market. Of course, there still is the possibility of trying to bring back Isaiah Horton. That money that Isaiah Horton gave up when he left Alabama. Alabama was going to obviously try to use that to spend that on Cam Coleman, but now they don't have Cam Coleman either. So that money is going to be spent elsewhere. Of course, Alabama fans would like that money to be kind of focused on the offensive line and stuff like that. But it'll just be interesting to see, man. I'm scouring the internet now. I'm looking just for other players, just to target. I'm trying to see, man.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
Hey, we got some more breaking news. I'm sorry, we got some more breaking news. It's in the Alabama running back room, man. It looks like we got a 2-for-1, man. We got a double whammy going on. It's unfortunate, but put it up there for me, Jackson. Put it up there for me so I can tell the people what's going on. Because Hollywood Smothers, as we discussed yesterday, it was either yesterday or Friday. Alabama had they got a commitment for Hollywood Smothers. Hollywood Smothers did not sign on it.
oh my god! Oh
Yeah,
no!
it's all pouring down on Alabama right now.
God.
Hollywood Smothers has officially flipped his commitment to the Texas Longhorns. So it looks like him and Cam Coleman are going to be a package deal with Arch Manning and Austin this fall. So unfortunately, that's the reality of what Alabama is dealing with. So now they're going to be having to look for another running back and a receiver. Yeah.
And fast. Yeah.
I mean,
oh my god.
But there are some layers to that move because Texas did sign Arizona State running back Raquel Brown. He committed just like Smothers committed, but he didn't sign. So it's hard for me to think that Texas Longhorns will keep 2 high-priced backs, but I don't know. I'm gonna kind of stop assuming in this day and age of college football because it's crazy because you think and then things happen. So, and unfortunately, Alabama dealing with this double whammy now. The Texas Longhorns and got them bad. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So I don't know if that pivots them to shifting their directions to Raquel Brown. We can show them some Raquel Brown tape if you want to.
Oh, relate Brown. Yeah.
Relate Brown. I'm sorry. Like I said, to the audience, obviously, I'm bad with names. Yeah, I suck with names, but
well, there's a wide receiver target we could get. Noah Rogers, because he was in Tuscaloosa for a visit. And this season, he caught 33 passes, 441 yards, and 2 touchdowns this season. And he was a 5-star recruit in the 2023 class.
Yeah, let's show the people a little bit about Noah Rogers. This is also Smothers' This was also Smothers' teammate at NC State. Noah Rogers. That kid is about 6'2.5", I believe. I got to check the measurables on him. Got some highlights on him. Trying to see, chat. Give us a second.
Oh, here we go. Well, we got a little something.
Got a little something. But when you talk about Noah Rogers and his production, I know fans are looking at what Alabama will do next in that receiver room.
Oh,
yeah, Noah Rogers in 2 years with the Wolfpack, he totaled 68 receptions for 919 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was a former recruit in the 2023 class, former 5-star. Started his career out at Ohio State. So with him being in Tuscaloosa last night, Alabama is probably going to pivot their attention to him, Noah Rogers. Yeah, man. Obviously, I'm still trying to just just assess everything and just really just see where my head at with it, because Noah Rogers, he also had some offers, some interest from Penn State as well. But yeah, the production's there with Noah Rogers. It's just a matter of, can Kalen DeBoer get talent to come to Tuscaloosa? I mean, obviously he's got talent to come before, but now Alabama fans are kind of questioning what's going on in the recruiting circles in Tuscaloosa. Why aren't they able to reel in top talent? I mean, I'm not knowing why exactly.
I don't know either.
But we can like I said, with Hollywood Smothers officially declining his commitment from Alabama and changing his mind up and deciding to take his talents to Austin, Alabama has to focus elsewhere. I mean, they do have a talented running back coming in Isaiah Correll, the 5-star running back. He's also an in-state kid as well. But let's just show the people about what they could be getting in Raquel Brown, Raleigh Brown.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, because we've got some highlights somewhere. Yeah, because they're from against Colorado.
Yeah, and that was some of his best film against Colorado.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. He's just running. Boom.
Yeah, you talk about an explosive back like this, similar to how Smothers was a one-cut back. You just see all the acceleration he has. I'm hoping Alabama can, kind of throw the bag at him, because Smothers kind of left them holding the bag. So obviously these highlights are kind of sped up a little bit. But
yeah, I kind of put in the little speed up thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but let me see. Those are some of the options that Alabama will have at running back. Obviously, they have some talented running backs coming back in Kevin Riley. They have A.K. Deere. They have Derek. They have Daniel Hill. But they're gonna have to move fast, man, because a lot going on right now. Obviously, I'm trying to check my phone right now. Showing some clips of trying to get my partner in crime, Jackson, some clips just about what's going on. But just from a roster standpoint, like I said, now with Smothers taking his talents to Austin, Alabama now has 7 recruits. So they, like we were saying on the live stream the other day, the SEC requirement for roster size, they gotta at least have 104 to 108 players on the roster. And there are about 20 players under that threshold. So I expect a lot of movement this week in Alabama in terms of recruitment, because they got to fill out this roster. I mean, Alabama is still Alabama. People will still see the script. People still will want to come to Tuscaloosa, but it's about who they can get to Tuscaloosa. Because Alabama, make no mistake about it. Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan, they have swinged and missed on a couple big fish. You know, in some of those other big fish I'm talking about a big fish in the offensive line. They were supposed to have a sit down with Jacarius Pete. Jacarius Pete ended up taking his talents to South Carolina. They were supposed to sit down with Jimothy Lewis. Jimothy Lewis ended up taking his talents to Cal. So, I mean, of course, Alabama still is working up front in that offensive line room. There's been rumors circulating about them getting former Michigan lineman Tay Haywood, a kid who they were interested in the 2024 recruiting class. He ended up taking his talents to Ann Arbor, but now he's in the transfer portal, potentially considering Alabama. But who knows, man? We'll see, man. I'm still checking stuff. I'm checking sources. I'm checking everything I can. Jackson, I sent you the Xavier Correll highlights.
Oh yeah, EJ Correll. There we go.
Yeah. I sent you some Corell highlights.
Yeah, there we go. Let's look at him.
Yeah,
because I think it's gonna be fun watching Xavier Corell, man. Like he's gonna bring out magic.
Yeah, man. Corell and Morgan are gonna have to play from day one, I believe. Just with how limited this roster appears to be right now. I could be wrong. Other additions could be made, but those are two talented kids. Like I said, two of their prized two of their big fish in their recruiting class from the 2026 high school ranks that they brought in. Obviously, Morgan has already been on campus with Alabama as an early signee. Corell is supposed to be coming very soon. But yeah, you just see some of the power and some of the athleticism. He's jumping over kids. So, I mean, with Hollywood Smothers taking his talents to Austin, maybe we just might have to start fresh and start the young kid. I mean, we see all the power he has. This kid was the number one running back out of Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards. He had over 15 touchdowns. He was able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He was able to explode. He runs with an attitude, with an anger and stuff like that. So it depends. I mean, obviously Alabama is not done in the transfer portal, but it looks like this kid is going to be getting his number called early too, I believe, I would say. But, you know, you're only as good as the offensive lineman they put in front of them. I mean, obviously Alabama did add Caden Strayhorn from Michigan in the transfer portal. I just mentioned they're trying to get Tay Haywood from Michigan as well in the transfer portal. They were able to keep Michael Carroll. That's a good sign. But make no mistake about it, it's a lot of holes on this roster. Hopefully this young kid, Corell, can definitely fill some holes. We're seeing Bama boy Davis saying bring back Isaiah Horton. Hey man, I'm campaigning for the same thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still a relationship with Kalen DeBoer and staff with between Horton and him, but still the same. Horton has left the building. He did take a visit with Texas A&M over this past weekend. I mean, but Horton could still be offered a bigger role because it is his senior year. I mean, Alabama has the money to give it to him, so they could give it to him easily. But it'll just be interesting to see how they move forward. I mean, I'm still checking stuff right now. There's a lot going on, man. It's probably one of the busiest Sundays we've had, honestly.
I know it, man. Like no doubt.
Sundays we've had, man. Just with the news of Cam Coleman taking his talents to Austin, and then I just feel like Hollywood Smothers, that was kind of a slap in the face, man. I mean, if you ask me particularly, I think it's a slap in the face because the kid had already posted himself in Alabama gear. He had already made it seem like he made himself a home in Tuscaloosa. I mean, I was seeing some stuff that he was already enrolled in classes in Tuscaloosa for the spring semester and stuff. So it's all just crazy to me right now.
Man, like the Smothers thing, that's worse than like Coleman right there.
Yeah, that's
Like
worse than like Coleman, because at least Coleman, I can respect Coleman because he didn't commit to anybody at first. He weighed out all his options, and he it's his decision to make. So we got to put our feelings aside as Alabama fans and just Crimson Tide watchers. It is what it is. I'm not upset about what he ultimately did. The young man is talented. The young man will definitely have some opportunity to make some plays in Austin. But looking at the Smothers front, it's a slap in the face to me, because literally the dude put on the Crimson Tide jersey. The dude made the announcement that he was going to come. Now he leaves Alabama in a pretty precarious situation moving forward, because now literally I'm just thinking in my head, what do they do now? What does Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan do now? Like, honestly, like, the transfer portal closes Friday. Yes, you can still sign players outside of the transfer portal window, but what players are they going to sign? I mean, I'm looking. I'm doing my research.
go for Noah Rogers. Cross your fingers for him. Get him out of North Carolina State. Definitely be good to go.
Man, you say be good to go, but man, that's still a lot of roster spots you got to fill up, man. The offensive line, last time I checked, I think they had about 13 to 15 offensive linemen, maybe 16. That's not enough. They had 5 receivers. That's not enough.
No.
So this is definitely going to be a whole new roster, especially on the offensive side of the ball for Alabama. You think about the starters that will be returning on the offensive side of the ball. It's only 2, unless Isaiah Horton decides to come back. It's only 2. They'll only be returning Michael Carroll and Ryan Williams and Lysir Brooks. Lysir Brooks, he started about 2 games last year. I mean, Lysir Brooks, he's a starter now. He has to be a starter now. Lysir Brooks is a starter now. Rico Scott is a starter now. I just mentioned the young kid, Cedarian Morgan. He's going to have to step up and start early, maybe. Thinking about who else they had in that receiver room.
Ryan Williams, of course. There's always him.
Yeah, but Ryan Williams can only do so much. I mean, I'm not trying to make it look like the sky is falling. The sky ain't falling. It's still a lot that can be done, but man, this one hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It definitely hurts. But the sun always gonna rise on the next day. It ain't that. See, we also got some other news on the Isaiah Horton front. Jackson, check your phone real quick. I mean, he hasn't made the decision yet, but the Aggies are trending to land Isaiah Horton out of the transfer portal.
Oh man,
just being honest, that's from what I've seen so far. And you look at who Texas A&M just lost. They just lost KC Concepcion, who also was up at NC State with Noah Rogers and Hollywood Smothers. Put that on the screen for the people so they can see what I'm talking about with the Isaiah Horton front. But it's crazy right now, man. It's a crazy thing right now. Alabama, obviously, I'm hoping, like I said, that's been my thing the whole time. I've been of the assumption that Alabama still has a relationship with Isaiah Horton and they could potentially work some stuff out. I mean, Texas A&M, they were also in the Coleman sweepstakes as well. They missed out as well, so they're trying to rebound with Isaiah Horton. So that's definitely another team to watch. But it just depends on what Alabama has to spend at the receiver position from an NIL standpoint, because obviously Texas A&M, the Texas schools, they got a lot of money, and that's probably what it came down to in the Cam Coleman decision. Alabama had a set price on what they wanted to give him. Texas, with them having a surplus of money and stuff like that, they were obviously able to offer him more. So So man, it we'll just have to see, man. Literally, this is probably one of the first times this off season that obviously I can't tell the future, but this is probably one of the first times this off season that literally I literally can't say what's gonna happen next. I don't know. Literally.
Yeah.
It's because the news is just coming in so quick, man. It's so quick. Like literally, like I might have missed something while I'm on here. Like I'm trying to see, man. But go check our people out on Bama Hammer, Jackson.
Oh yeah.
My good guy John Mitchell, he does a very good job on the site. He's kind of assessing this as well with me on what Alabama is going to do next. Obviously, Cam Coleman is not going to be coming, so he's kind of.
There's the article from John Mitchell at Bama Hammer where he talks about Cam Coleman, and now they're behind the 8 ball.
Definitely behind the 8 ball.
Oof, yikes. Man, I don't want to see St. John's and Creighton right now.
Yeah, man. It's man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have an excellent point. We could go to Derek Meadows or Rico Scott.
Yeah, Derek Meadows. Derek Meadows is also Alabama's 6'5" receiver along with Sedarian Morgan. Derek Meadows did have a lot of promise last year. Alabama's receiver room was just kind of stacked last year, but Derek Meadows is a talented kid for sure. A kid from Las Vegas. I think he went to Bishop Gorman, I believe. I'm not sure. I forgot. But Derek Meadows, they definitely going to have to lean on him early. Let's show the people what Derek Meadows could bring to the table. Give me a second, Jackson.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I think we got some highlights of him. Let's see.
You talk about another kid, like I said, a 6'5" kid that can stretch the field like Sedarian Morgan. So Alabama might just have to roll out the young kids early, man. They really might have to roll out some of these young kids early.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, obviously, Derek Meadows, his freshman year, he was in the deep receiver room behind players like Jeremy Bernard, Isaiah Horton, Ryan Williams, Rico Scott, to players like that. But the kid has size. He brings size to the table for sure. He did play a handful of snaps this season. Obviously, a lot of fans assessed Derek Meadows with the big hit he took against Missouri that kind of knocked him out of the game. But that kid definitely Alabama's definitely going to be leaning on Derek Meadows early for sure. Trying to go back to some of his high school tapes since he didn't have a lot of highlights his freshman year.
Good grief.
Yeah, man, it's Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan. I'm pretty sure they got something up their sleeve. I know they didn't just put all their eggs in their basket on Cam Coleman or Hollywood Smothers or players like that. But yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what they do. I just sent you some clips to show the people just some more about Derek Meadows if they hadn't seen him already. Derek Meadows was a former LSU commit. Flipped over to Alabama last year, and looks like I said, we're gonna be going young. We going with a youth movement. It's gonna be a youth movement on offense for sure.
There you go.
But you look at this kid, like I said, a 6'5", a 235-pound kid, somebody that can stretch the field, catch the ball over the middle. He looks like he's Mike Evans in a way, just with the size and his route running ability, and just able to just be a big target for whoever the quarterback's going to be on Alabama. whether that's Keelan Russell or Austin Mack. But we'll see. But
For sure, man. We're crossing our fingers on Derek Meadows. Just crossing our fingers that everything works out nicely.
yeah, hoping that he can, raise his game this year and step up to the plate because Alabama gonna need it. I mean, but the talent's there, man. There's still some talent in that receiver room. Derek Meadows is a big body kid, just like Darren Morgan, to go along with the explosiveness of Ryan Williams, Rico Scott, and Lassiter Brooks. But I just look at the receiver room they had last year. I think they had about 11 receivers probably. So, but they got about 5 now. So it's going to be 6 new bodies coming in at that position. So hopefully Noah Rogers from NC State can be one of those bodies. I'm trying to assess who's out there on the open market because like this transfer portal just going on. Like it's, the pot continues to the pot continues just to dwindle. It continues to dwindle. So it'll just be interesting to see what they'll do. I wish I could give Tide fans a better forecast of the future, but man, it's cloudy right now. I'm trying to see what's going on, man. It's a lot. I mean, Alabama can also target Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier is a running back from Georgia, as Alabama fans know. He racked up 116. He racked up he had 1,000 yards. He had 1,600 yards last year for 14 touchdowns. In the past 2 seasons, in Athens with the Bulldogs, that's also another talented running back that Alabama could potentially turn their attentions to. But it's just looking like a youth movement for me, man. It's gonna be a youth movement. It's gonna be a lot of question marks on this Crimson Tide offense, man.
Let's see.
Just to give the Alabama fans
oh yeah, no 3 sports. That's some parody stuff.
Yeah. I know, but he did enter the transfer portal though.
Oof. Here we go.
Yeah, I was just putting that up there for the people. You can.
Here we go. Here we go. There it is. Nate Frazier. Oh man. Yup. Ugh. Don't go to Miami or Ohio State. That's what I say.
Yeah. So, but who knows? I mean, those are still pretty good destinations. But I think my guy Brody Smoot at Crimson Coverage put it into a good perspective with his most recent tweet. If you could pull that up for the people, Jackson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Brody, man.
Yeah.
He's awesome, man.
Yeah, Brody does a good job of putting things in perspective. He says in the last hour, Alabama has managed to lose out on Cam Coleman, allow Hollywood Smothers to visit Texas and flip. So, Alabama fans are kind of crashing out. They're kind of crashing out pretty bad. It's man. I'm really, man. I'm trying to keep my composure, man. It's a lot going on, man. It's just crazy, man. But that just goes to show you the day and age we're in college football and how quickly stuff can change. 1 minute you can be up high, 1 minute you can be up low. That's why we got to try to stay even keel with this type of stuff, man. I'm hoping that Kalen DeBoer has something up his sleeve. He got to have something up his sleeve because, man, we just talked about, I highlighted a couple weeks ago about how the transfer portal, how you have to use that window as a weapon. Last year, Alabama had the 61st transfer portal class. And we're seeing the teams that are competing at the highest levels in college football right now. And I'm talking about Indiana, who continues to stack talent. And, they have a pretty strong class again this year. And Miami last year, they upgraded their roster and it's paying dividends now because they're both in the national championship. And even Ole Miss even though they didn't make the national championship, they their ability to spend helped them have the success that they had this year. So that's pretty much what it is. Alabama is gonna have to spend. They're gonna have to spend some money. I don't know. I don't know what direction they'll spend it in. I mean, my my suggestion for sure would definitely be getting the rest of that front solidified, because that's probably some questions about. That's probably some questions that Cam Coleman had. How does Alabama fill out the rest of this roster? And that kind of probably played into the hands of Texas, because Texas, to be honest, they got more of a complete team right now. They just do. They have more of a complete team. They have a proven commodity at quarterback. Yes, T-Lon Russell and Austin Mack are talented, but they are not proven. Yes, they're proven on the high school level. They're proven in recruiting ranks, but they are not proven at the college level. I mean, they both can change that this season, but that's probably what it was for Hollywood Smothers as well. Alabama's inability to have a proven roster all around. So, with that being said, Alabama's going to have to get this roster filled. So it just be interesting to see what they'll do. Of course, we'll be keeping you guys updated if we hear some other breaking news or, stuff like that, because who knows, we might be hopping on in the next hour or two talking about who Alabama brings in instead. So, like I said, Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan, I'm pretty sure they on the phones right now, maybe trying to convince Noah Rogers to come to Tuscaloosa, maybe trying to convince Raquel Brown to come to Tuscaloosa. Who knows? It might be a youth movement, like we said. Who knows? But we'll be keeping you guys updated. Me and Jackson will definitely be here at any moment that we see any breaking news break. So we'll see. But like I said, Alabama fans, I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is. It's the reality of the transfer portal. So you never want to get too high. You never want to get too low. You got to stay even keel, and we just got to focus on filling out the rest of this roster, whatever that may be.
There you go, man. There you go. And the Alabama basketball team had a bad night last night against Vandy. Like, good grief.
No, it was against Texas, man.
Texas.
Texas.
Vandy, Texas. It's been a bad week.
Yeah, it's really been a bad 2020-26 to open up the season. I mean, you look at the first day of the year. Alabama got their doors blown off by Indiana at the Rose Bowl, and then the basketball team kind of doubled that up by losing to Vanderbilt, and then with Cam Coleman being in Tuscaloosa last night. I mean, I'm not. There were rumors that he was at the basketball game. I'm not sure. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But they were saying that, of course, jokingly, they were saying that the winner of that game would win the Cam Coleman sweepstakes, and ultimately, I don't think that's what played in his decision. But Alabama's men's basketball team did fall to Texas last night, and so it's kind of we're only 11 days into January. I mean, we still got 350 plus days to go in this year. But I'll be honest, this is Alabama getting off to a rough start this year. I'll just be honest. But the sun always come up tomorrow. Whether the clouds or whether it's cloudy or not, the sun always gonna rise the next day. So hopefully, Alabama fans, we could see some improvements made to this roster, but it's kind of just a wait and see basis.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of feedback from. I'm not getting a lot of feedback from a lot of people right now. A lot of people are just in a wait and see type of mode, just to be honest. So that's what we got to see.
Agreed. But I will say, though, if you bet the Panthers plus 10.5, you'd have definitely won big time last night for sure. Yeah. And just kind of like looking at the NFL, later tonight, we've got, I'm waiting for this little thing to load, but I will say, though, the Chargers Patriots, that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, and shout out to Bryce Young yesterday. Obviously, the Carolina Panthers did not come away with the victory, but Bryce Young played an amazing game yesterday. He fought back several times from being down 10 to, ultimately taking the lead in the final seconds to then getting their heart snatched out versus Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. But yeah, shout out to Bryce Young, a great fourth year in the NFL. Definitely proud of him. Looking like he's going to get that extension with Carolina to be the franchise quarterback, and as he should be. So shout out to Bryce Young. But just to get back to our partners at FanDuel, you definitely want to hop on FanDuel today to check out some of this amazing NFL playoff action that we have going on. We also got another Alabama quarterback getting obviously in that Alabama quarterback. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts, reigning Super Bowl champion. Jalen Hurts, he's going to be looking to defend his Super Bowl crown today, starting out with the San Francisco 49ers. The Philadelphia Eagles are minus 4.5 favorites. So if you want to get some action on that game, you definitely want to hop on FanDuel if you can. Hop on FanDuel picks and mess around with Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. Also, Devontae Smith, another former Alabama great, and and you can do the same with the Chargers and Patriots tonight. And right now the Bills and the Jaguars are going on. So if you're looking for some action, just to take your mind off of some of this crushing transfer portal news that the Alabama Crimson Tide are currently undergoing. If you just want to just take your mind off of just the transfer portal, definitely tap in with our partners at FanDuel and check out some of those lines that they have on these amazing NFL playoff games. Last night, another amazing one with the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, having former Alabama running back Josh Jacobs in the game and stuff like that. So, Alabama fans, if you definitely want to do that, like I said, hop on FanDuel. That's probably what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm definitely going to be scouring the transfer portal wire to see what Alabama does next. But yeah, check out FanDuel.
There you go, man. And of course, you can check me out on Jackson Johnson 979, where I'm 268 subscribers away from that magic number 1,000. And I will be having the next 2 episodes of the Jackson, one of them with Alex Dono of Locked On Canes and Locked On ACC, talking about what a Miami Hurricanes national title means for the ACC and whether we're already seeing the U Part 3, or did it already start after the win over Texas A&M? That's what we'll be discussing all right there. And we'll be talking a little bit about everything under the sun. And of course, I'll be joined by Alec Keyser of Indiana at the Voice College Football, talking about the Indiana Hoosiers and playing for a natty. There you go, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Alex's sake, Indiana finish up the job. Indiana definitely been looking like a well-oiled machine, rolling through Oregon, rolling through Alabama. It'll be interesting to see what they can do against that Miami defensive line, that defensive front, that because they vicious. But Indiana, they don't make a lot of mistakes, and they make it very hard on the other team. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on there. But if you want to check me out on what I have going on in the Magic I got cooking up, you can check me out on X at TWord1K. And you can also check me out on the Bammer Hammer. The link's in my bio. I'm about to start typing away soon after I get off of here. So I coming up with some storylines and some ideas of what's going on. But like I said, my link's in my bio. I'm always writing. I write like a maniac, and to look like I'm finna have to start typing, like I said, start typing away real soon here because, like I said, it's a lot of questions going on in this transfer portal. Alabama got a lot of answers. They got a lot of questions they got to answer. So, but we'll be here with you guys always. Like I said, if any breaking news comes, me and my partner in crime, Jackson, will be ready to hop on it. So stay tuned. And we definitely appreciate you guys for watching today. If you can, give us a like and a comment, a follow. Give us some ideas of who you think Alabama needs to go after, whether that's in the offensive line room, the running back room, the receiver room, or on the defensive side of the ball. But like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. We definitely appreciate all the engagement, all the views, and everything like that. It's how we keep the show running. It's how we get this news as fast to you as we do. And we definitely appreciate you for your time. So thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers at Post about the magic that Travion, Jeffrey, and myself bring all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. Tune in tomorrow night for another exciting edition of Crimson Tide Live, of course, unless there's breaking news before 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. We will be going live on them, but I will tell you, you'll be in for a fun, wild ride. We'll be going over it all. One of the things we will definitely be going over is what Trinidad Chambliss being locked out of that 6 year of eligibility means for Ty Simpson in the 2026 draft. Because that is going to be a topic worth talking about.
Yeah, definitely a topic you guys definitely want to tap into. Ongoing topic. A lot of speculations on where Ty Simpson will fall in the draft, with Chambliss being denied that 6 year of eligibility. So you definitely want to tap in Monday night. And like I said once again, could be some breaking news. So you definitely want to tune in to me and Jackson. Tune in to our other guy, Jeffrey, on Only Talk Sports. He'll have some interesting takes on what's going on with Alabama football, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, but like we said, like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you never miss no video whatsoever. And we will be seeing y'all soon. And roll Tide.